Dryer just broke. I don't know what's happening. I was trying to cut my nails today. My nail clipper broke. It's like, what's happening? It's like, I don't know. I'm going to church. I gotta bring my kids to church. There's just a lot of crazy stuff going on lately. I don't know. Maybe it's just all in my head. I don't know. A little up here. My son's got the flu. My mother passed away. My wife passed away. It's like, what's that thing called? Murphy's Law? When everything happens at the same time, simultaneously, everything is happening. I'm going through too much, man. I'm going through a lot. I don't understand why. I don't know why. I don't understand. I'm a good person. My children are good people. We're a beautiful family. We're a good family. God, please look after us. Please, I love you, God. I don't know why this is happening. At least my piano's here for me. My piano is always here. My piano always comes through for me. I love my piano. I love my keyboard. I love music. Throughout my whole life, it always saves me. Let's do a little Brooklyn funk. God is good. God bless. I'm just a little shot today, guys. I hope God is good. I don't know. I used to always think that God was good until my wife passed away. And my mother passed away in 2 weeks. I'm a little upset, as you can imagine. I wish God could give me an answer why that happened, because we're good people. We're a beautiful family. Why did that have to happen for God? Why did you have to take both my wife and my mom in 2 weeks? Could someone explain that to me? Because I don't get it. My mother loves God. My mother is a beautiful Christian. She's prayed to God her whole life, went to church, and I don't understand it. I don't know. Well, then why? How do you explain that he took my wife and my mom in 2 weeks? Explain that to me. Isn't God merciful? I don't know. Listen, I don't want to talk about God. Listen, don't take this the wrong way. I'm a little angry, okay? I'm a little angry. I don't want to talk about God. I'm a little angry because I want answers. My wife was the most important person to me. She was the mother of our two beautiful children. She was only 46 years old. Okay, my daughter is 11. My son is 14. I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to me why certain things happen in life. I'm sorry. I know God has a plan, right? He has a divine plan. But where's the divine plan in taking a 46-year-old mother away from her children? You know, she fought and she fought and she fought cancer. She didn't even die from cancer. You know, she even passed away from cancer. It was something with pneumonia. She was healthy. Listen, this girl, you never even know anything. She was the most healthiest girl. All right, it was close to stupid 9/11, okay? Stupid 9/11, man. 9/11. Why did even 9/11 have to happen? Why did God allow that to happen? Why did he allow the World Trade Centers to be hit by planes by those evil mother effers? Why did he allow that? Shouldn't he have stepped in and saved people? I'm just saying, I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm a little confused, all right? I'm a little angry. Forgive me. I'm a little angry. Whatever, this is not going to work. You know, it's like I'm having a tough time of my life, everybody. I really am. I need some peace and serenity. Let's do a little peace and serenity. Pray, and I'm sure God will give you the answers one day. I pray every day. I pray every night, and I ask him, I say, why did you take my wife? I understand my mother to a certain degree. You want me to tell you the truth? I love my mom, but I understand my mom was 75. She really didn't have the will to live after my father passed away. I don't know what happened, but she had a triple bypass in 2018, and she was never the same ever since, I'll be honest with you. She didn't really want to move that much. I get it. You know, I get my mom. Listen, I love my mother, and it's super heartbreaking. I love my mother. I love her. But I kind of understand, but not my wife. No. Now, you might say, but you said that she had cancer. You would never know she had cancer. She got it through 9/11. She didn't have the cancer gene. My wife was completely healthy. My wife didn't have the cancer gene. She's a completely healthy girl. Unfortunately, because of 9/11, she got breast cancer. But this is the thing. You never would know. In 10 years, you would never know this girl had cancer. You would never know it. She was 100%. She was so powerful. She was like Wonder Woman. You would never know it. Okay, that's the thing. And then, like in the month of January here of 2025, it was my daughter's birthday on January 7th. She went out, she was singing happy birthday to her daughter. A few days after that, she got the aspiration pneumonia. She had trouble walking. She had trouble swallowing food, swallowing liquids, and that was it. It's like, then it was like a month and a half hospital stay of where she ultimately died of respiratory failure. She was on a ventilator. She suffered. This is a girl, a beautiful woman, a good one. This woman, she wouldn't hurt anything. She loved her children. What's up, William? William could tell you how great Jennifer was. William is a friend of the family, and he'll tell you how wonderful my wife was. She was the best of the best, man. I don't know, William. I think my washing machine is not working now, brother. I just can't believe all this stuff I'm dealing with, William. I just can't, William. I'm having such a tough time in my life. I don't know what's happening. You know, I think I got to pay now for my washing machine and my dryer. People don't understand. I'm going through a tough time. I don't understand why it has to get harder. It's like when I lost my wife and I lost my mom, I lost pretty much all of my money as well. I lost all of my money because, see, let me explain. I had to set up a life when my wife had stage 4 cancer. I had to set up a life where I could stay with her at home because I couldn't work a regular job. People don't understand. Everybody keeps saying this to me. They don't understand. If I worked a regular job, she would lose all of her health insurance. That's it. Her treatments were majorly expensive. What's up, Mark Tube? Her surgeries were majorly expensive. Chemo, 75,000 a pop. She needed her insurance. So I found an opportunity where I could work at home. I was her caretaker. I made $3,000 a month. My mother, I helped her get, my father's Social Security pension. She did well. We had like a $7,000 monthly income. That's gone now because both my wife and my mom passed away. So not only did I lose the two most important people, forget about the money. I don't care about the money, but just the fact that I lost my wife and my mother. Emotionally, I'm a disaster. Financially, I'm a disaster, man. I don't look a lot better, man. I'm shot, Mark. But I will tell you this: I love you, brother. I love Mark Tube. Mark Tube is a great man. If anybody would like to help us with a very small cash app, can someone actually type out my cash app for me so I can pin the comment? It's the $ Richard Lavoie. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. Is the $ Richard Lavoie, RICHARDLEVOI. Mark, could you type that out for me, brother? The $ Richard Lavoie. This is my cash app. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that, brother. Let me pin that. So if anybody would make a very small contribution, you can see that the comment is pinned. That's my cash app. I'll give you a very big shout out. It would mean a lot to me and my family right now. I mean, now I just found out I think my washing machine broke down. I think my dryer broke down. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know why all of this is happening for. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Everything is so crazy, man. It's just I don't understand why all of this is happening to me. That's why I got to go into my music world. Let's continue peace and serenity. Buckshot. I'm suffering, man. I'm suffering. Okay. You want me to tell you the truth? Listen, I could deal with a lot of things in my life. You take away my wife and my mother, that will bring me to my knees. I don't see why God had to take away both my wife and my mom. And you can't say he didn't know about it because, right? Doesn't he know about these things? I just don't there's no logic to it. There's no logistics to it, okay? Like here, I'll give you an example. My wife passed away. If my mom was okay, she could have helped us out. She wasn't okay. That's the problem. Her health wasn't good. But I know Buckshot, but I'm just trying to make a point to you. Like he didn't have to take both in 2 weeks. Look, see Erickson. Look, please, I got to go with this. I can't. Stop talking about things, okay? Guys, stop. This is a guy who won't give $1, okay, to my wife's GoFundMe page. This is a guy who won't give $1 in a super chat that he knows my family is struggling. And then he'll ask questions like that. Why? Do you want to make a comment on it? See Erickson, is that what you want to do? Just stop. Listen to me. Stop asking me about this stuff. Stop it. Okay. You're here to talk to me, Apefather. That's it. Stop asking me about the mortgages of my house. Stop asking me about my personal business. Stop asking me about Jen's obituary. She wanted things private. Private. So if there is something, it's private. That's it. Stop asking about it. Stop asking about it. People ask me, where's the services going to be held? I told you it was private. Stop asking about it. I'm sorry, Buckshop. I can't stand these people, man. Eric, see, Eric says, just end it. End it. Listen to me. It's none of your effing business, okay? It's none of your business. Don't talk to me about things that. Here, I'll tell you what. You want to talk to me? Talk to me about something that is part of this live stream. Do you want to know what this live stream is about? Losing loved ones. That's what it's about. So now, if you have something to contribute, like here's an example. I lost my father recently, Richard, or I know how it feels to have hurt in your heart. That's what this live stream is about. That's what it's about. Okay, so stick to the live stream. Stop. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I can't stand it when people try to take control of my live stream. I can't stand it. People do it all the time. People do it all the time. Rich, you're going through a tough time. Sell your house. All right, goodbye, C. Erickson. Bye. Get lost. Take care. Brush your hair. It's friggin' moron. I'm sorry. I apologize. People have no respect, man. They keep coming here and they keep disrespecting my family. It's like, just listen, leave it alone, man. And you know what's funny about all these people? They act like they actually care. They don't give a shit, these people. They don't care. They don't care. When's your wife's obituary? When is your wife's services? And guess what? This is someone who wouldn't contribute $1. Now, $1 to help our family. So, so the question you got to ask yourself, why do they keep asking these questions? They ask these questions because they want to be pests. They want to be internet trolls. They want to be haters. These people love to hate. Because I'll prove it to you. If they really cared, wouldn't they offer something, prayers? Here's something, Rich. God bless your family. They don't offer nothing. They offer conflict. They come to these live streams, they're haters. So I got to get rid of them. That's it. Rich, sell your house. Rich, take a mortgage out on your house. They're haters. These people are haters. But anyway, for the people who are not haters and actually care about the Apefather and my family, here is my Cash App. If you don't have Cash App, another option is a Super Chat. But my Cash App is the $ Richard Lavoie, $ RICHARD There is no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. A very small Cash App to help my family during an extremely difficult time. I will give you a very big shout out. The world was broken when man disobeyed God. Yeah, well, my wife never disobeyed him, okay? I mean, my wife was a beautiful person, David. My wife was a beautiful person. All she wanted in this world was to love her family, take care of her kids, take care of her dogs, take care of her husband. That was the purpose of her whole life. That was the purpose of her whole life. She didn't want nothing else. Okay, only good things. And unfortunately, now she's not here anymore. So, unfortunately. I don't know if this is going to work anymore. I don't know. I think this washing machine is broke. It's not working anymore. I don't know what to do. Crazy questions. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Listen to me. It's a job. Leave it at that. Okay, that's it. It is a job. Are you being serious? I can never. You know what the problem is? I can never tell people to be serious. We're gonna leave it at 2 minutes. All right. Sophia, what's wrong, honey?
No, I was just saying if you want to fix with the washing machine, don't they have like those places where like
They do, honey. Costs money. It is a job. You make money, you pay taxes. It's a job. Yes. It is a job. Yes, I agree with you. Crazy. I'm sorry. I thought you were like baiting me or something. If you're being serious, crazy questions, I agree with you. That is the point of the videos I was making. YouTube is a job. You make money, you pay taxes. It is a job. I'm sorry, I thought you were just breaking my chops. I apologize. Because I get, unfortunately, a lot of people who come to these live streams, maybe not you, well, then you're serious. I apologize to you. Yes, YouTube is 100%, being a YouTube influencer is a job. 100%. You make money, you pay taxes. It is a job. I don't know. Some people feel that way, Edwin. I don't know if it's true that we suffered because our ancestors. I don't know if that's true. But let me do a little music here. Song I wrote for my mother, Josephine. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me. I could count on you. Josephine, you're the inspiration, and you are my best friend, now until the end. Crazy questions. Listen to me. Crazy questions. See, now you're going off topic. You're going off topic. You started off making an excellent point, and now you're going off topic. Okay, because I'll tell you, here it is. Are you ready? Any job you get, let me be clear. Any job you get, you don't make enough money in the very beginning for it to be considered like a job that you can count on to pay all your bills. And it doesn't, I don't care where you work. I don't care what job you have. Okay. I don't care. It's never enough money. Okay. So every job you work, it takes time to establish, right? Okay. So this is what I find funny and ironic about people, right? They'll say to me, go get a job, meaning something other than YouTube. And they'll say it in a way that by getting that job, your problems are going to disappear. Like everything's going to go away. That's it. So once let's say I get a job as a car salesman. Okay, let me give you an example because I know this very well because I've actually spoken to car dealerships in the past. So here's how it works as a car salesman. Okay, they're going to give you like $200 to $300 a week. This is all they give you. They give you $200 to $300 a week. You got to work from about 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You understand? 5 days, sometimes 6 days a week. Okay. So why did they give you that $200 to $300? It's basically just for you to get back and forth to work. That's it. It's for you to get back and forth, put a little gas in your car, and get back and forth to work. You're probably not going to make any commissions on that job for approximately 6 months. You understand? You're not going to make any commissions, okay? So realistically, by the time you build a book of business, by the time you start really getting a clientele that's steady, it could be a couple of years. Okay. So let's say you dedicate, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years to the job. By that point, you might see that you start making like a decent amount, 6 figures or more. Okay. So it's called willingness to dedicate the time to something to let it grow. So it's the same concept with YouTube. There's no difference. There's no difference between being a YouTube influencer or being a car salesman or being anyone else. It's called dedication to that job. So that's the bottom line. So the point is that the question that you asked yourself, this was the real question, is YouTube a job? The answer is yes. Like you said, you so eloquently, I can't even speak. Eloquently, I can't even speak. Eloquently. How you say that word? I'm losing my mind. You so brilliant. I should say you were a brilliant person that you said it. I can't speak. I'm tired. I got my wife on my mind. I can't even speak English right now. I'm from Brooklyn. I speak Brooklynese. But anyway, it makes me think of my mother, Josephine. I got this from my mom that we can't pronounce certain words. My mom would go to like a place called, what was it called? Arirang. It was a Japanese restaurant in Brooklyn. My mother would go, right? She would call it orangutan. She wouldn't call it Arirang, my mother. She would say, are we going to orangutan tonight? So I got that trait from my mom. There's just certain words I can't pronounce. I got to work on that one. Eloquently. I can't say it. How do you say that word? Can someone say it for me? I gotta practice that later. After I finish this live stream. I found a word I can't pronounce. I gotta look that one up. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can look this up really quick. Elegantly, that's it. Elegantly, I said it. I couldn't pronounce it. Elegantly. So I said, you so elegantly said that what is the definition of a job? No, I misspoke too. The definition of a job, but that's not the definition of a job. Technically, crazy questions. The definition of a job has nothing to do if you make enough money to survive. It's still a job. Even if you're technically working and you're not making enough money to survive and pay your bills, you still have a job. You're still considered employed, correct? Like, so are you considered employed? Yes. Yeah, my mother couldn't pronounce anything, and I got that from my mom. Elegantly. I learned how to say it. It took me about 4 attempts. Yeah, pronouncing words funny, right? Oh man. Elegantly, I said it. It took me like 100 attempts, but I finally got it. Like I said, if anybody's out there that could do a small cash app, it's Richard Lavoie, $. It's an entertainment tip. I'd appreciate it. Help my family in my time of need. We're going through tough times right now. It would mean a lot to us. Well, that's right. But you know what the problem is, Buckshot? You're a good person. But a lot of people are very judgmental people. They're very judgmental people. You know, they feel that their opinions are correct, your opinions are wrong. So people want to say YouTube is not a job. Being a YouTube influencer, it is a job. It is a job. You get paid every single month into your account. You pay taxes on it. It is a job. Now, the thing is, can you make a lot of money with it? You actually can. Eventually, you could get to a point where you do very well. Okay, but you have to, it's just like any other job. You have to dedicate the time necessary to establish yourself and to become successful. But any which way you look at it, it's a job because you're making money, you're paying taxes. It is a job. Okay, so I'm sick and tired of people saying, "Well, it's not a job." It is a job. But again, crazy questions. That's not what listen, the definition of a job technically is not if it pays all my bills. That is not the definition of a job. Okay. What is the definition of a job? You make some kind of money, you pay taxes on it, it's a job. Now, what you're talking about is another conversation. Having a job that fulfills your life, meaning it pays your bills, but that's not okay. That's maybe called a good job, right? That's called a You ever hear people say I'm working dead end jobs? Did you ever hear that expression? You ever hear that expression? I'm working dead end jobs right now. Okay. So in other words, what is a job? A job just simply means you do a service, right? You work, you make some form of money, you pay taxes on it, that's a job. Now, having a good job, that's a different conversation. Having a good job that pays you very well is, see, to me now that's a different conversation. That to me is more of a time invested into that job, your work ethic, you follow me, of how hard you work, and what you put into it. And then you could really get a lot out of it. Okay. But that's a whole different conversation. That has nothing to do with the conversation we're having, which is YouTube a job? YouTube is a job. Does YouTube currently pay enough money for me to survive? The answer is no. But so you might say, why do it? Because I believe in the future it will. I believe that in the very near future it will. That's it. So it's my belief in that. It is my time. I will dedicate and invest into it. And that's it. And if enough people supported me, it could definitely become a job, right? I mean, think about it. If enough people help me out here, if you all think I'm a great, YouTuber, you think I'm a great entertainer, then why not support my journey to be a great dad for my kids here, take care of them, support them, take them on a nice vacation. They need it. We all need it. And it could all happen by way of your super chats, just to help out a family in need. We lost too much. We lost too much. I'm not feeling well, guys. This is all too hard for me. I can't deal with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's too hard for me. I lost too much. I had a great life. No one understands this. I had a beautiful life. I had a beautiful wife. I had a beautiful mother. We have beautiful kids. We had a beautiful family. Why did all of this have to happen for? Why, in a matter of 2 weeks, did my whole life have to be completely destroyed? It was. My whole life was completely destroyed in 2 weeks. 2 week period. 2 week period. My wife passes away. My mother passes away. I lose all my monthly income. I mean, come on, it's horrible. This is a horrible stuff. See, crazy questions. Now you're going into bad stuff, man. This is where I got this. I don't want to kick you off. I don't want to do it, please. I don't want to do it, man. I'm not losing the house. Okay, I don't want to talk about this. This is negative talk. This is not true. This is speculation. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not losing my house. Okay, end it. Oh man. See, now you're getting way off topic. You follow me? Well, anyway, guys. Yeah, big surprise. Haters on the internet are lying. Oh my God, that's a big surprise. You're right, Buckshot. You're right. You're 100% right. You're right. But at the same time, I worry about my kid's sanity and my sanity. I mean, it doesn't have to be an expensive trip. It could be something reasonable. You know what I mean? But you're right. The majority of the money should definitely go into the house and the bills. And like I said, anybody who could do a small cash app, you'll see the comment is pinned, the MarkTube comment on the bottom of the screen, $ Richard Lavoie. Haven't been sleeping right. I'm not losing my house, Buckshot. I mean, right now it's up to date. But yes, I've lost a gigantic amount of my income. That's true. You could send money anonymously, yes, to my Cash App. It's right on the bottom. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. Hey, let me show it to you, brother. Oh, hold on here. That's the Cash App right there. It's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's also on the bottom is the $RichardLevoi. Greatly appreciate your support. I'll definitely give you a big shout out. God bless you, brother, if you could do something. Oh man, I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping right. I'm just too stressed out. This was too much of a loss. I don't know why this happened for. My wife was okay. My mother was okay. Everybody was okay. This happened too instantaneously. You know, it still feels like I'm in a nightmare. I don't feel like I'm in real life, but I know it's real life. I made a video on that before. It's like you feel like you're in an acceptance phase, but you also feel like you're in a denial phase. It's like it just doesn't seem real. It does not seem real. I just can't believe it. God Almighty, why did this happen to my family? Why can't we go back in time just a couple of weeks where my life was normal? Why did this have to happen for? I feel so bad for my beautiful kids. You want to know what it is, Buckshot? It's just not, look, I want things in life to be fair. Is that too much to ask? I know, but I want things to be fair, brother. I want things to be fair. 46 years old wasn't fair. My mom, I get it. Listen to me. You want to hear right off the bat? I get it. I get that my mom had to go because she wasn't getting up. She wasn't moving. You know, she's 75. She saw her grandkids grow up. She raised me. Now I know what you're saying, Buckshot, but do you at least agree that 46 is too young to go? Are we at least on the same page with that? 46 was too young. She didn't have to go, my wife. My wife, this was not fair. Okay, it was not fair. So I get it. She had cancer, but you know what? God is merciful. He could have gave her some more time. She was doing well. You know what I mean? He didn't have to take my wife, but he did. My wife is gone. My mother is gone. Let's do some music. Let's get my mind off this here. Everybody's got problems out there. This is a song I wrote called "Everybody's Got Problems." I was thinking of Michael Jackson when I wrote this. When your love ends before your eyes, everybody's got problems. Losing your job, kissing it goodbye. Everybody's got problems you can't hide. You can't hide. Life could beat you up a bed. It's easy to just give up. Don't get knocked down. You gotta get mad. Fight back and be the one standing up. Buckshot goes to show you anything can happen to anybody. All you trolls to come in here and troll on this man while he's mourning. Yeah. They're definitely pieces of garbage. I don't understand why people have to do that, man. It's like, you know, I get it. Some people don't like me. I don't know why. I think I'm a good guy. But I made a video on that. If for whatever reason you had a problem with me, you should have human kindness. You should have human compassion. You should say, this guy and his family has been through enough. They've been through enough. So let's put the beefs aside. Let's put the hate aside. But they don't. They capitalize it. They want to capitalize on the misery of my family. That's what they want to do. They want to capitalize on the misery of my family. It's terrible. It's absolutely friggin' terrible that people do that. What are you going to do? It's like they just want to get a little entertainment out of this. They're like, can I get a little entertainment? It's absolutely terrible. But like I said, for the good people out there, if you guys could help us out, you have no idea. Like, look, a little Cash App goes a long way. Because if I do enough live streams and enough people help us out, we can start to recover again. So don't think, sometimes people think like, well, Rich, I was only going to do $5 or $10. Enough people did that, it would help us out. That's exactly what's bothering me, Buckshot. My mother was older. She wasn't taking care of herself. Listen, I love my mother. God bless her. But she didn't have the will to live. She wasn't getting up. She wasn't moving. My wife had the will to live. My wife was coming out with us every day. She was young. She was fighting this cancer. She was fighting. She wanted to live. Even when she was in the hospital, this girl was going through the mill and back, but she was fighting like a champion because she wanted to live. And it's heartbreaking. Look, she's gone. I don't want to think about it. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. It's just too freaking heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. I want to run away. That's what I want to do. I wrote a song called Run Away. Wish I could run away from this. All these years passed by, nothing's changed. Still the yesterday, man, I was yesterday. I got my dreams and I got my doubts. Tired of this place, I need out. And I need out. I wanna run away to a place where I can't feel all this empty space. Run away without a trace. I gotta run away to a place where I can't feel all this empty space. Run away without a trace. Run away. Original song, Runaway. Oh, man. What's up there, Lacey? Here's the Cash App. Come on, guys. Come through. Come through with a small Cash App for us. Get us back on our feet, please. Even if it's $5, $10, we really could use the support. We could use your help. I'll give you a very big shout out. I'm not doing those thank you songs anymore. Just ignore that. I'm just doing shout outs, okay? Just so that you know. I'm just doing shout outs. Anybody who does a Cash App, I'm going to give you a big, heartfelt shout out. What's up, Miss Lavender? Again, this is for benefiting a family that lost a lot. We lost a lot. We lost my wife. Jennifer passed away. My mother, Josephine, passed away in 2 weeks. I got 2 kids, Michael and Sophia. Michael's 14, Sophia's 11. Have a heart. It's entertainment tips. That's the Cash App. There's no space, no underscore in between the first and last name. The comment is also pinned. So Lacey from Brooklyn is here. Let's do a little Brooklyn song, Brooklyn funk. For Lacey. Listen to me, Buckshot. I always compliment my wife. She was a fighter. She was a fighter, and I will never forget that. And it's not her fault. Listen to me. What happened was not Jennifer's fault, okay? Jennifer fought for her family for 10 years. She fought for her family for 10 years, and I'm not blaming her. She gave it all she had so she could see her kids grow up. She gave it all she had, and I know she's a fighter. But that doesn't take away the pain. That doesn't take away my pain, huh? You know what I mean? What can I tell you guys? I know she was a fighter. I'm not blaming her. I love my wife. God bless her for fighting as hard as she fought. But again, that's why I turn to God, because everybody says, well, it's in God's hands now. That's what she fought the good fight. She fought the good fight. She fought as hard as she could fight. She needed help. Okay? Maybe God could have gave her a helping hand. He could say, yo, you're fighting so hard. Let me carry you a little bit, right? Let me carry you. Remember that from the Bible? They said that in the hardest times of your life, there was 2 footprints. But then in the ultimate hardest time, right? The ultimate hardest time, there was 1 footprint because God was carrying you. Well, maybe he could have carried her. Maybe he could have gave her a little help, a little support there. Okay? So I'm not trying to be mean, but listen, she fought the good fight. God bless her. But now she's gone. And I have to live without her for the rest of my life. You think I'm happy about that? When I just saw my wife a few months ago when she was 100% to me, she was 100%. She was at my daughter's birthday singing happy birthday to her. How am I supposed to accept that just a few months later she's gone forever? How am I supposed to accept that? Anyway, let's get back into Brooklyn funk. For Lacey. Hold on here, let me fix this. You know what you guys could do to really help me out? Is support me. Listen, I'm not trying to be a beggar. You know, I always say, you're a beggar, you're a beggar. Look, how could I say this? The world would be a beautiful place. You want to hear what a beautiful place the world would be? You're not dealing, let's say, with what I'm dealing with right now. Okay? You're not dealing with it. Then you should have kindness and you should have compassion, man. I would. I've been giving to people my whole life. I've been helping people my whole life. I just don't understand why someone can't look at it like this. Someone might say, you know, Rich, I'm going through tough times. Did you lose your wife in 2 weeks? Did you lose your mother in two weeks? Did you lose all your income in 2 weeks? So if you're not going through that tough of times, okay, then why not help me out? Why not say, you know what, Rich? God bless. Okay. Here's $5. Here's $10 on the Cash App. Okay. And let me tell you something. That's a good deed. That's something that I feel really, really deserves the biggest shout out in the world because you're a good person and you have a good heart. And I will give you a big shout out. That's the Cash App again, the $ Richard Lavoie. But I don't understand why people, it's like, let me ask you a question. You can't spare a couple of bucks? I mean, you talk about God is good. You talk about you want to be good. Why can't the world be good? Let's start with that. Before we talk about anything else, let's talk about the world being good. Can the world be good? Because we're hurting, man. We're struggling. And I don't understand why people can't say, you know what? Look, example, if 1,000 people gave like $5, that's $5,000. That's pretty much almost all the money I lost. I lost about a little over $7,000. But hey, that would be most of the money I lost. You know, if I could do that every month, it'll at least put me in somewhat of a close proximity of where I was before. Can't speak. A close proximity of where I was before. And think of it, that's only $5. If enough people just say, here's $10, I'd be right there. If everybody say, here's $10. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But people think too much about it. They're like, well, you know, that's too little money. It's not too little of money. Something is always better than nothing. Remember that. And like I said, I want to do music for you guys. You know what I mean? I mean, look, can I do covers? I could do covers, but if it comes to it, I'll do a cover. I mean, I'm trying to just do my original music right now. But if it comes to it, I would definitely do a cover. Trying to think of what I want to do here. I love Frank Sinatra. This is a song I wrote the last time I seen her. It's about Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner, the crazy marriage they had. Yeah, loved each other but drove each other crazy. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, yeah. Called her up this morning just to see what's going on. Maybe we'll spend some time in a restaurant or drinking cocktails with wine. Yeah. We've been going out on and off for a couple of years. The girl needed her space. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really her taste. But baby, when you're not around, my soul cries out how much you're perfect for me. I have no doubts, but you have to make a big decision for me. Girl, can't you see, yeah, how I need you? Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me just like she did before. Last time I seen her, she was walking out on me, look round so. right now, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm going to run right now. God bless all of you. There's the Cash App. If anybody wants to be good-hearted, help out the Apefather with an entertainment tip. Help out my family in our time of need. I will be back to do some more live streams soon. God bless all of you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. I appreciate everything. And so does my children. God bless all of you.